We had Simon Property Group, a couple of names in Reed Rob's world. Simon Property in Brookfield stepped up and said they want to buy Kohls for $68 a share. Mind you, this is the same group that bought JC Penney. So if they bought JC Penney, they'll buy anything. The real estate's a dime a dozen. It's not worth anything. I don't see why this makes any sense. The only reason why Kohls can and will grow its top line, even 2 to 3%, is because it's rolling out Sephora, and they're saying they want to buy it and they want to cancel that. This whole thing just makes no sense. The punchline, though, is that Kohl's board has shareholder support to turn down any deal that comes along, I think. At least in the 60s, management thinks, the shareholders think, and they're delusional. And the board thinks that this stock is worth $80, $90, and bids are coming in the 60s. So it's kind of binary at this point. I think either a deal gets done or a deal doesn't get done, and this stock drops down to $45. So I gotta tell you, it's a frustrating short because I got to deal with a different news story every day, and it's a pain in the ass. But the fact of the matter is, this is a company that's fundamentally over earning. It's funny. You have one of these companies, these REITs, these masters of the REIT world, that they're just buying two complete pieces of garbage that compete square on with one another, and you put them together, you get one massive, colossal heap of steaming pile of cow dung.
At the peak of every cycle, the big pieces of shit, the private equity community, hedge fund community, all tie hands together, and instead of sinking like they ordinarily would or are, if they can't push their book, they try to buy, they try to lever up to buy something on peak earnings, or coming out of the cycle peak. It reminds me of Harrah's Entertainment, that on the casino side, it took every hedge fund and their dog to try to pump that sucker. And finally, they actually got it done. And that's the problem, Brian, is that the self-interest. I was just looking at Simon Property Group. What a piece of shit that stock's been. If they're going to do it, it's because they're in the business of doing stupid shit. It's pro-cyclical is the point that I wanted to make. And tying two rocks together should not expect different results. In the end, fundamentally, that's the problem, right? You could be right fundamentally on this, ending the way that, because you nailed JC Penney, just for people that don't remember, wild Bill Ackman, the greatest value investor of all time in his own mind, was buying it at $41, and Hedgeye went head to head with him and shorted the shit out of it and won. It ended the way that McGough said it would. So that one we won, right? Because JC Penney got taken out at a much lower price. But this is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of, where we are in the cycle and the stock price.
Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.